Drag X Drive? Yeah, no kidding about that drag part.
Got him!
So back when the Switch 2 was first revealed, everyone was wondering what would be the big tech showcase game. The game that would showcase what these new Joy-Cons can actually do. Mainly, how they could showcase the rumored mouse mode. Many ideas were tossed around, but no one could expect what Nintendo would actually end up doing. They made you play as a crippled person. Yep, revealed in the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct was a game called Drag X Drive, a game hell-bent on doing something with these two mice. The game was met with a collective, from across the world. It looked oddly bland for a Nintendo game. I mean, the assets looked like they were just bought off a storefront or something. And the controls looked like a headache to get your head around. On top of that, it looked lacking in content, with only one main mode being shown off. However, the game was revealed to be $20 later, with also some few new modes too. But man, even for $20, it still looked lacking. And what didn't help was the Drag X Drive Global Jam. Yeah, to say that this wasn't a positive first impression would be an understatement. The game really only had the main online mode available, which made the game already feel crazy lacking. On top of that, it was only available for random spurts in the day. Nintendo's done similar events to this before, such as with Splatoon, but there they had the game available for the whole weekend. But here, it was only for a few hours at a time. And when a game like this needs so long to get used to, you know, only play it for 2 hours at a time means people aren't going to be too positive on it. Most people that I knew left hating the event, such as myself, but despite this, I still bought it. What is wrong with me? Stupid, stupid, stupid! Okay, so why did I feel the need to buy it? Well, one, I'm a filthy Nintendo bootlicker. I bought the stupid Mario Party DLC, why would I stop here? Secondly, I thought I'd make for a decent video, I guess. Hence, why I'm here, you know, gotta chase that bag. So booting up the game, you're given a quick tutorial, showcasing the controls. And this is when I give my first piece of key advice. Use your legs and not a stupid desk. The noise the Joy-Cons make slamming on a desk again and again and again is surely gonna piss anyone off you live with. And it's also probably not too pleasing to your own ears either. Another thing to note is that if you use your legs, it feels way more like you're actually in a wheelchair. Plus, with the shockingly good haptics, it really feels like you're a crippled person. A dream come true. On the desk, it all just feels so unnatural. But after the tutorial, you'll finally get to play a game. And this is what your first game's probably gonna feel like. Wait, did I already do that joke? Yeah, this game takes a lot to get used to. So to explain how to get good at the game, here are Project Amada's top 10 tips at Drag X Drive. Tip number 1, don't buy the game, it's not worth it. Tip number 2, slow and steady pushes. You don't need to drag the Joy-Cons fast and wildly like a drunk man. Instead, be slow and steady and controlled with long strides to max out your speed and quickly change your direction. Tip number 3, play CPU games first. This sounds like a really basic tip, but in this game it matters more than anything else arguably. By just practicing and winning against a few CPUs, you're already leagues above everyone else in the game. Just by knowing how to play the game a little bit makes you infinitely better than most people. Because while they're floundering with the controls, well, you are, I would say thriving, but I don't think anything in this game is thriving. Tip number 4, don't rely on 3-pointers. Just like in regular basketball, 3-pointers are very hard to pull off. In comparison, 2-pointers are extremely easy. Like a 3-point in this game, you have to be lined up perfectly. Well, this is good enough for a 2-pointer. So even if you're absolutely being swarmed in all directions, you can still most likely get a 2-point shot out. So basically, unless you need 3 points in the last seconds of a game, it's always better to go for 2-pointers. In the time it takes you to line up for a 3-pointer and get it perfectly, with all the mistakes you'll probably make, you probably could have gotten 2 2-pointers for even less effort. Tip number 5, pass the damn ball. It frustrates me so much how selfish everyone is in this game. Players will hardly pass to one another, but if you do, you'll most likely win. If you are being swarmed by more than 2 players at once, your best bet is to pass the ball since, doing the math, if you're being swarmed by everyone, your teammates are free. It's literally a free point, come on. Tip number 6, don't go for tricks. So tricking in this game most of the time is actually kind of useless. Basically, the game gives you decimal points for the tricks you do. And most of the time, these aren't going to really affect the match too much. I've only won one game where my decimal points actually ended up mattering. And most of the time, if you're trying to set up for a trick, you'll probably just mess up. So instead of scoring 2 points if you just did it normally, you now score none. And all this work to perform a single trick with a potential reward of 1/10 of a single 2-point shot. It's just simply not worth it. Except for tip number 7, learn to dunk. Dunking, once you learn it, it's not too bad to perform it, and it always gives 0.2 points, which isn't a ton still, but it adds up way quicker than anything else. But only do it if you know for a fact you can. Most times still just go for 2-pointers. Tip number 8, bump into people. Technically, if you want to steal a ball, you bump into people in the front. However, you just bump into them, it slows them down a great bit and actually causes them to stutter. I see so many players trying to desperately line themselves up to bump into them the perfect way, just to get a steal. Instead, the other guy is able to get a perfectly clean shot out and score a 3-pointer. And then I do a little thing called crashing out. Tip number 9, use the fast car. So the most important aspect of this game is arguably speed. If you're faster than everyone else, you're able to get to the ball quicker, get more baskets, and just easily dominate the court. And one of the options you have for wheelchair is just super fast. And honestly, it makes all the other drivers kinda useless. Like, oh, it's worse at rebounding. That doesn't matter because I'm the first one to the ball, so I get it anyways. Oh, I'm weaker? Well, good luck hitting me because I'm on the other side of the course. Tip number 10, always be practicing. Again, this game takes a long time to learn, and in between games, there's a lot of things you can do. And there's tons of activities like the various missions scattered across the massive park. These missions range from drive straight to, just do the hardest techniques known to man in this game, you'll do fine. But even the simplest of missions can give you a real understanding of how to handle the controls. And the harder missions, if you can do them, you're pretty good at the game to say the least. And with that, and with all those tips, I actually accomplished 2 things at once. I know, I'm a pretty talented writer, because I've shown off everything in this game. Well, except for a few things. Damn it! There are 2 minigames that can be played in between matches. One is Rebound Scramble, where a ball is randomly thrown on the court somewhere, you have to go get it. It's really simple, but it is pretty fun to say the least. But the best one is definitely the racing one. You have a couple of courses to race through and they're all decently fun. Honestly, I might like it more than the main game mode, because let's be real, wheelchair racing is a pretty universal experience. And that's about it. There is some customization. If you count having like 5 items to choose from customization, then sure, go have fun. And the game is fun, don't get me wrong, but man, it's already dead as hell. I've never had a full park this entire time playing the game. Most of the time, I can't even get a full 3v3 match. Usually it's just a 2v2. And also for a Nintendo published title, it's really not selling that well. It's still in the Switch 2's top 15, which is still decent enough, but for a Nintendo game, this might as well be the worst thing ever. Heck, I don't even think it reached number 1 on the charts, which is rare for a Nintendo game. It's a pretty shameful performance, but what did Nintendo expect? They released a demo of a game with a negative impression and overcharged for what's pretty much a solely online experience. I see no reason why this couldn't just be a part of Switch Online. Of course it didn't sell well. Especially when it's using a new IP too. You should have just crippled Mario, honestly. Anyways, it's been real, and tip number 11, become Drag X Drive. Cripple yourself so that you're able to truly become one with the game and win every game. Because truly, what's more important, living life or being good at Drag X Drive?